Okay, we live. Send up.
I see all the dudes on the panel. I close the door.
Link down at the bottom, just in case. Oh, salute to everybody, man. Salute. So I don't know if y'all saw the title or not, but if you didn't read it, as I hate the back and forth inside. And if you understand what I mean by that, it's mean I hate the back and forth, what I keep doing inside. Like, you know, what you keep telling yourself, you keep going back and forth on shit. Like, you tell yourself one thing and then you go back and tell yourself something else. Don't you get tired telling yourself that shit? Don't you get tired of going back and forth with yourself from what you know you're supposed to do different than what you think you're supposed to do? Like, you already know you're supposed to do, but you keep going back and forth with yourself based on fear, based on confusion, based on all that shit. So I just saying, don't you get tired of going back and forth with yourself, man? I know after a while you get tired of that shit. It plays itself out after a while. So that's what I really want to talk about today, man. So I gotta get my blunt lit up. Yeah, so like I said, man, we're gonna talk about going back and forth, man. You want to say something, babe?
I don't even know if my mic is working, so we didn't test the mic out.
Not because it's only on.
Yeah, I don't know. You shouldn't be going back and forth with yourself. I don't know how to elaborate on that because I'm not really. I don't know. I guess what you mean by like disappointing yourself with things, or you seem more in tune with the title. I'm a little lost, a little bit.
It's like going back and forth. Like sometimes we can't make a decision on something. Like if it's like if what do you want to eat? You go back and forth with yourself instead of just making an option. So it's like that could be something, an example, or like, yo, I'm going to go to school, and then you come up with something else, and then it make you don't want to go to school. You go back and forth with yourself. You say, oh, I want to do this, but then you come up with another type of thought process to make you stop doing what you wanted to do, and now you want to do something totally different. And then once that happens, like, you keep going back and forth with yourself. So
yeah, that reminds me of an old friend that I used to know because that's something that I struggle with. I don't think I struggle with it now because I'm fighting so hard to do all the stuff that I need to do for myself and move forward and everything like that. So, but we all deal with it though, just being stuck and being confused or what it is you want to do.
Yo, salute, my fault. I ain't even know I was live, bro. I was typing them chat. Yeah, this is.
oh, so bro, look,
Yeah, what's good, man? Just at
you
work
already.
and shit. Yeah, at work and stuff. How y'all doing? And sorry for interrupting like that. How you doing, sis?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. Just keeping level headed. You know.
How you been, though, bro? How everything?
Just been busy and I've been having like a little bit of like small drama happening like with past people and stuff. But you know, besides that, I'm good. I'm good. There's a bad little hiccup stuff. Kind of threw me off course a little bit, but it's all good.
So how do you feel about the title?
Let me reread it because I know it's hold on. 'Cause I'm fried. Read it to me because I can't see it.
The title is "I hate the back and forth inside." Like I hate the back and forth with myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm been struggling with for the past 2 months, and that's why I've been very aggressive because it's like that shit is rough, bro. Because it's like even right now, right? Like for the past week, I kind of reverted back into certain behavior, not like the level that it was, but it was still like a small level. And then I noticed myself going off track and stuff. And then little small habits was happening, and I kind of got disappointed in myself because it's like, yo, I'm tired of this shit happening, man. Like I be going hard, like I know what's going on, and it still be hard to avoid. But that's the duality. That's what it is. That's just part of the universe. You're gonna have to go through that. It's a balance. It's like a test because if you're gonna exist in like masculine, you're still gonna have the feminine side. If you're gonna exist in darkness, there's still gonna be a light side to you. Like it's always gonna be something that's gonna go against you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever role you pick. So that's how I gotta interpret it. Because if I don't, then I'm just gonna be like miserable thinking about it. Like, yo, like why the fuck is it happening? Nah, it's just that's what the universe does. But it does exist. That's what I'm saying.
The universe. I think the universe gives each person tests based on like the universe made us, so it know what test to give us. So like I don't think the universe gives everybody the same test because it knows what person is built. So I think you got to go through things to realize who you are. And sometimes the test can break you, or the test can make you. But the test is not for nothing bad. You just take the bad. It's like when you take mushrooms and you get a trip that you might not like, but it was needed. So it's like the test was needed. You just didn't like it. You know what I mean? So you just took it the wrong way. But if you the test as a more spiritual being or more warrior or whatever, what makes you feel comfortable getting through it, if you'd have took it in that way, then you'd have learned from it instead of burned from it. You know what I mean? So a lot of people go through situations, but because the test becomes so hard, they try to find cheat codes or find ways around it. But then that's just like you would never learn how to actually get through something using other people's tools. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because when you're in your comfort zone, you put yourself in a bubble, right? Where you can't see the other side. You can't see from the next dimension. Like you're being 2-dimensional But the third dimension, you can see your own dimension, like everything that's going on. So that's what happens when you limit yourself. Like, you know, when you just like, shit, I forgot where I was going with that because I'm out. But I'm gonna leave it at that because I forgot where I was fucking going with that, bro. Like,
Now
but
people just stay in their bubble, so it's hard for them to understand outside of it.
yeah. Like you gotta not personalize everything. Like when you personalize everything that come your way, you're gonna push yourself in disarray. Like whether it's a good reason or not. Good like reasoning, like as far as morally speaking, the universe doesn't like acknowledge that. It doesn't exist. You just have to base it off of the nature of the situation. Like, is this going to keep happening? If it's going to keep happening, then that means I have to leave it alone. That's like with a dog, like a confident dog, like in my field of work. If they don't like something, they just leave it alone. They just walk away from it. They don't react unless it's physical. But if it's not physical, they just stay far away because they don't have to prove nothing to get it away from it. It just knows its place on this planet and what it stands for. Very intelligent creature, dogs.
Yeah, animals go off instincts. Humans go off logic.
Mhm.
So like animals, they don't have no definition or no type of learning process other than what we teach it to actually know how to. Like some dogs don't know how to open the door until they watch you all the time, and they realize
Yeah.
like you turning that handle is a way for me to get out. Some dogs is observant, just like some people are. You know what I mean? So their smartness is in every animal, and there's dumbness in every animal. Some
That's the
animals know they
balance.
need to go to the water. Some animals know need to go to the water well and get enough water. Or some animals wait till the dumb ones go and get the water and wait for that the alligator to eat them. And then once it gets full, then the rest of them go. So it waits for a stunt dummy. You know what I mean? Some animals are smart naturally,
Mhm.
and that's how I look at people. People are naturally smart, and some people are naturally dumb. There's nothing wrong with it, but they both are useful. If it wasn't for dumb people, then we wouldn't have what we like. It wouldn't be no cells. It wouldn't be like we
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to,
that's
you
the
know what I mean,
balance.
it all
Because
plays a part. You know what I mean?
to be dumb is a role. It's not a title. It's a role. That's its
Yeah,
place in the universe. People
yeah.
take it
So
as
yeah,
an
dumbness is
insult.
a
It's
role.
not even an insult. It's just a plate. Like technically speaking, like if you really root it, it's just a role in the universe. That's all it is. You
That's
know,
it.
but
But people take it offensive. Like it's a difference between like workers and bosses. It's different between a person that grows his food and different that person that buys their food. You see what I'm saying? Different person that it's levels to this, and it's level to consciousness. It's levels
yeah,
to like finances. It's level to how you worship God. There's level to it's
yeah,
always levels to everything. It's just what level are you on? That's it. Because every level you go on, you're going to meet a person that level. You can meet a person right now on level 30. You see what I'm saying? And they
yeah.
young. They might be young as fuck, but they've been playing the game more than you. You play the game when it's necessary. They play the game every fucking while we up here talking, they're playing the game.
Yeah, they're playing the
You
game,
see
or
what
they
I'm saying?
might be
Like,
playing and talking shit because
yeah,
they got
so
to that level. Yeah,
yeah. So they never stop. We do because we get tired or something like that. You got some people that's infatuated with this shit, so they never stop. You know what I mean? That's what they was born to do. I ain't mad at them, but they was born that way. The same way as people that's born dumb, the same way people that's born with no arms, same people that's born with they're born that way. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing we can do. We just
yeah,
gotta look at it. Why are they born that way? That's it. They're an example. They're an
yeah.
example.
Their design, yeah, like a
Yeah.
design. You're gonna look at a design for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Not for that's just something that you're introduced to, so you have to process it. Like if you first introduced to something that you never seen before, you're gonna be in shock and awe, right? Like if you just see somebody and their head is whatever the size of a fucking boulder, you're gonna be like, all right, what the hell? So what's going on here? Like, this is crazy. I've never seen this shit in my life. You trying to decipher it, you trying to like overstand it, you know? And then that's why, with this, the industry, like this whole world, the NWO, why it's so interesting with them, this is why I be paying attention to them, is because they try to distract you from that ability, and that's a natural ability. They want you to be artificial to the fullest. So you can't inherit this type of information and actually like maximize yourself, like actually get in tune with yourself, maintain a specific frequency throughout the day, not let things affect you, not because we're not supposed to have ego. Ego is man-made. Like they instilled that in us. No animal has ego. They go off of emotion and instinct and what's going on right now. They pay attention to everything.
Yeah, it's different. It's different because we're not born with I guess information. We're taught it.
Yeah.
An animal outside, his environment taught him how to live.
Right.
Our environment didn't teach us how to live. Our
Yeah.
environment just showed us how to live. You see what I'm saying? So it's a different kind of like.
No, they programmed us how to live. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Because your early years, you're going to school. And people don't even think about it, right? We went to school longer than really kind of like, no, I can't even say that. I can say that for myself because I'm, 34, but like I feel like I went to school longer than I went to work. Like that's a lot of time, my nigga, and they programming you, socializing you and shit, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All this shit's a plan, man. Like
Yeah.
this shit ain't nothing, man. Like the only way we can get like for real, the only way people be comfortable with like robots and all that shit if they're lonely.
Yeah.
So like by people being lonely and they're separating us and shit like that, it makes people easier to be open-minded to artificial intelligence. Because if you ain't got no help around you right now, but this fucking robot will help you do your homework. You don't think you can ask that robot for help?
Right.
If you ain't got nobody to help you do a job or make a resume, but this robot to help you, you don't think you can go to that robot? If you don't not, that robot is going to substitute a person next to you because that robot is always there for you. And by they're making people lonely and miserable and depression, anxiety on this shit right now, if you can talk to a robot right now to make you feel better, that'll give you all the type of hope and motivation, and you can program the voice to what you want. It could be your mom's voice that died. And she'll wake up every morning and say, son, I love you. I want you to stay focused and be better. That's what will motivate you. But you got to buy that robot for it to play that voice. You know what I mean? So it's all a program. And they programming us, bro, for real. They're making us lonelier and lonelier and lonelier. And that makes AI more popular and popular and popular, bro. I'm telling you why.
It's definitely going to be a shift. I'm not going to say it's going to be 100% bad in a way, but yeah, for the soul, yeah, it's terrible for the soul, though. Because it's like you disconnect them from nature. Everything is all technology and shit. Where can I ground my feet? Where can I hug a tree at this point? Because they gonna knock them shits down too. Because they're gonna figure a way to produce oxygen without fucking the environment for some reason. I guarantee you they can figure some shit like that out. You know what I'm
People
saying?
don't care though, bro. People don't give a fuck about no fucking trees, bro. You think people care?
Yeah,
Bro,
but it's sad though. Because it's like that shit gives us they give us oxygen, bro. Like these plants, like they here, and then when you actually hug them, you feel the energy from it. It's not like make up stuff. Like you be connecting with them, like you feel it, like you start vibrating mad high for some reason. You just like, oh snap, you feel energized and happy, and like you want to give love and shit. Like
that's only that type of mentality is only for a certain group of people. And that group of people is not big enough to make a change. We're just a certain group of people. It doesn't really make change until you actually be a part of your community. That's when you start seeing a change. Me individually thinking this doesn't make a change. Me start spreading this information and being involved in my community makes a change, because then it goes in other households, it goes in other schools, it goes further than just this. So that's why being in a community goes so far. But people rather be a content creator than be involved. People rather have people outside of the world know them than your fucking neighbor. And that's why I say, by people even thinking that way, it's over for us. It's a dub. When you even think that way, this is the sad part. When a person can't correct nobody, that's let you know it's over, bro. It's done.
Wait, hold on. Flying and shit. You just go check the blanket, but yeah, man. Yeah. That's just
We live in a different time, man. It's a scary time to live in, bro.
It is, but like I don't know. Like I be so serious about this journey that I be catching on kind of quick. So it's like I just stop worrying about it because it's like it's part of the balance. Like you're gonna have the people like not everybody's gonna be woke. You know, I just gotta keep them away from me though. That's the issue right there. Like I don't want to be associated with certain energy because I'm tired of having to fix it, like heal and go through these emotional processes and egos and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm good at like managing it, but it's like I don't want to do this, man. Oh man, wait for this dude blanket up.
Ourselves from is really what we need to change.
You said, huh?
What we distance ourselves from is the things that we really need to change.
Yeah,
Like
we
there's
just
so
gotta.
many.
The main thing is though, people gotta stop looking at other people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the main issue right now. Because when you're looking at somebody else, that automatically displays you lack something. Because like you don't know what you're missing, so it's pissing you off, and then you see something that you like in somebody else that you don't have. Now you're upset at them for existing. That don't make no sense. I mean, you really gotta heal, and I see that shit every day.
Hey yo, you know that there's hella watchers out there. So only thing you gotta know, only thing that makes you feel good is by being so many watchers, you can gain the eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. Like back in the day, nobody was watching niggas. Niggas didn't give a fuck. Like, man, I'm on my business. Now everybody's in everybody's business, so it's easy to make money off people being nosy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can benefit off that. You can lie, you can walk in a room with a suit on and tell people you're a real estate fucking thing, and they'll believe you just off your car and your fucking and your outfit. They don't gotta see no card, no, they ain't gotta see none of that shit. You ain't even gotta talk the language, just gotta look the part. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's so easy. Like that's how slow people, it's crazy, bro. So you can really profit off this generation. Back in my day, it was harder. Niggas wasn't beat for that shit. If niggas who wasn't from our block or we didn't fuck with you, we didn't give a fuck what you had to offer. But now people will fuck with people. They'll buy shit online. They don't even know who's cooking it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, shit, I mean, niggas is selling. I'm gonna tell you something. Niggas is buying everything from people online, buying jewelry, buying it. You don't even know that person was arguing while they was making that set for you. You don't know them. They was fucking going through a divorce. You know what I mean? And you're getting fucking jewelry from a person that got bad energy at that time. They might be a good person, but at that time, but you don't know because you're not in the home.
Yeah, the energy was off, and that wasn't a good transaction.
See, but you don't know. Same way people buying stuff on Craigslist. You see stuff outside for free. Somebody, that shit could be cursed. That shit can be fucking on voodoo. Somebody could have put a spell on that bitch and put out their free chair. That shit could be cursed. They make movies of that shit all the time, but people still grab it. People still grab it. Not know. Next thing you know, you grab a fucking chair. You arguing every fucking day with your spouse.
Yep.
Now you think about killing yourself. You never thought about killing yourself. Grab this fucking chair.
Yep. No, that's a fact though. That shit. I don't know, man. People who don't really think as much, I guess, like in those situations, they just be thinking for the moment and not like what the possibilities are. Like just like they don't care to know what their organs is in their body and their body parts and how the world works and shit like that. They just want to pass by.
Niggas only care about paying the rent, bro. Niggas only care about buying shoes. Niggas only care about living their dreams, bro. They don't give a fuck about nothing else, bro. They only, if you can help them or you can give them some type of inspiration or support so they can live out what they want. And I understand that because a lot of people been on this world. I'm gonna be real. Look, it's a lot of people on this world longer than me or the same age as me and still ain't getting nowhere in life. And sometimes when you go through that, it can discourage you. It can make you feel doubtful. It can make you feel insecure because all the dreams and I guess what it say when a person sees potential, all the potential you thought you had at 19 or at 19, 20, you'll say I'll never be like them niggas or I'll never be like this. Look at you now. You struggling, trying to make it, and you never thought you would be this way. So sometimes that can really fuck with you. You can go through all this, now you're 30 something years old, ain't shit. And now that fuck with you because you thought you would be more than this. You should. So when I look at that, you have to really start thinking like, yo, bro, what I've been lying to myself about? Because a lot of people lie to themselves. They tell themselves, oh, I'm like this, I'm like this. That's not really who you are, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You was really who you are, you'd be the best at it. You don't never worry, you don't never try to focus or try to motivate to be the better. If you was a thief, you would try to be the best thief to the point where you start robbing banks. You wouldn't do a little no more because you got a little bit better to start mastering how to do bigger jobs. A nigga that robs ain't gonna just steal out of cars for 25 cents or $5 or $20 because they did at the beginning. They up their shit up a little bit. So why you never up your character? Why you never up your potential? Why you never up your skills? Now you good at drawing, but why you still drawing the same stick figures? Why you never like try to master how to use oil?
Yeah, do something else. Try something else.
You see what I'm saying?
They're afraid of the experience.
Yeah.
Oh no,
that's what I'm saying. So what happens is when I see niggas go to jail, I see niggas got nothing, right? And then what they do, they mom and dad, brother and sister, they're not there for them. So only way they can survive in this jail is a talent. So what niggas will do, they'll draw, they'll write poems, they'll do certain things, they will even wash dishes for niggas. They would even do clothing or what they would do anything to survive in this motherfucker. But you know what I like about this shit? It shows your real character. See, on the street, that nigga worked at Walmart and he was really getting money, like he was really doing. But when he came in this and he had nobody to like help him, guess how he had to survive? Washing drawers.
I can't get mad at that. Yeah, I can't get mad at that.
I mean, I seen how some niggas survive. I didn't get mad at it because I said, fuck, everybody got to survive. If that nigga, I've seen niggas full clothes, fucking commissary better than niggas that work in the kitchen because of they hustle. It's they fucking hustle. Yo, I'll fold your clothes for $5, and $5 you got it's 200 niggas on the tier. Just think about it. If 50 niggas charge you, if you charge $5, 50 niggas, and you getting commissary, how much food you think you have in that room every fucking Thursday?
It's gonna be a lot.
So it's the hustle. A lot of niggas don't think about the hustle; they think about the image. Like, man, washing those drawers. See, this nigga, he washing drawers, but he washing it with a hustle mentality. You washing it just to wash, do different shit. If you're getting social service or Section 8 or welfare and everything, you're getting it just to get it, you're a dummy. That's some bum shit. But if you're getting it and saying, yo, I got this money right here, and I'm trying to not pay my rent, but I'm gonna let them niggas pay it while I collect my bread, that's a hustle. Like, yo, I'm hustling. I'm getting money on the side while something else is paying my rent. That's a hustle. But if you're just like, I'm lazy and I'm gonna let them pay my rent while I go out there and club and have fun, that's a bum mentality. You're using the system for your wants and not for your, like, you're not really doing nothing while somebody is helping you out. You're not really using that to make yourself better. So that's what I'm looking at. Like, all right, boom, if you're going to use the system, hope you're using the system because you're at this hustle that's going to get you on your feet so you don't got to use the system no more. But a lot of people just be on that bitch for 10 years. 15 years. You know what's so sad? That their kids be on it. They moms was on it. Like, yo, my mom was on welfare. I was on, like, God damn, it's a generation, this motherfucker. So you know what's gonna happen? The kids gonna get on because you know what? Guess who fed them? You know what's bugged me out? I bugged me out when black niggas get mad at dudes hollering they girl, but you never get mad at the white man paying for their rent.
Right.
I never seen a nigga go down to Section 8 and try to beat up the nigga in there for giving her food stamps or because he's taking care of her. You're not. Like, you'll beat that nigga down the street and give her $20. But you'll beat that nigga down the street that gave her $20, but you won't go to Section 8 and beat them up for giving her an apartment.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. It's the same shit. I don't think they could see past that because that's when the moral shit and the ego start getting in. Once you hit that, because that's like the core. Right, that shit is.
People, you know what I don't like about people? People only fight things that they know they can win on.
That's what I'm saying.
They know they can't beat the system, so they won't fight the system, but they'll beat you because they know they can fight you. That's corny.
Yep. I just made a video about that yesterday. Cause some kid in college in Pennsylvania, they carved a racial slur into his chest, and nobody knows about that shit for some reason. And
nobody cares, bro.
Yeah, and he left the college, but the dudes that did it still there.
Bro, that shit is not on motherfucking on Baddies Club, my nigga. That is not on I mean, Love and Hip Hop. That shit ain't on there. Niggas ain't watching that shit. If that shit ain't showing no ass and titties or no drama, niggas is not watching that shit. Niggas want to, yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the differences now. Tell you the difference. Male and female all day just watch other males and females. That's it. That's it. That's all they do. All they do. They sit on and watch males and other females all day, but can't sit at the table and watch their family.
Right.
Word. They can't even sit and watch their spouse. But they can sit there and watch another person all day, but can't watch the. I'm telling you, it changed, bro. I've
No,
seen people.
because they're not real. Because once you start separating your life from reality by watching like shit that could possibly, it does happen, but there are people acting out situations that you could see every day of your life. There's something wrong with you. That's why I'm not into TV unless it's like a real good storyline that I know I will never encounter in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about some mercenary shit or some shit, something crazy like that. But like Bad Girls Club and shit like that. I don't know what the fuck am I watching that for?
It's not a man show though, but men are starting to watch it.
Yeah, they are.
Men are starting to watch things that go against us because I'm gonna tell you what. Like I said again, dudes have changed from being men. Dudes now are starting to be acceptable. They're starting to accept shit that we usually never accepted. So now it's like I'm just going to accept shit. So we never watch like go. That's like watching Golden Girls that come on. It's like that. Men didn't watch that. Your grandma watched it, but grandpa never watched that shit. Grandpa didn't watch that type of shit. Grandpa might watch motherfucking what's the motherfucker the Jeffersons or some shit like that. He's not watching no girl shit like that because he not watching I Love Jeannie. He's not watching that shit like that. He's not looking. He might watch Superfly or he might watch Brown. I mean, because of Pamela Greer or some shit like that. But he ain't watching no shit like that. But it was different. So now men are even watching girl shit.
Yeah.
Men is even. It got to the point where men is hanging around a whole bunch of dudes, so they don't even know how to act when they get around a whole bunch of women.
Yeah. That shit's crazy, bro.
Change, man.
Wait, they got this shit set up. It's like there's so much things that you gotta really, really be cautious of because you get caught in this fucking black hole of like shit, and then you get so stuck in that you forget about what life is really about. And now you gotta relearn all of that shit, and it's hard. Like right now, I feel like I'm starting to feel like even past your 40s, that whole time from birth, you're trying to figure out what your life is about. So like it's like I feel like we're truly young on this earth. Like 30, 35 is not old, 45 is not even old. Maybe 80 is old, but everybody's still figuring it out because I see people going through the same shit. I'm thinking like, oh, because they're more grown or something that shit might be different. Now we all going through the same exact shit. We all in this shit together. So might as well just show love. I see you going through what you're going through. Just hold your head up. Much love, Steve. Don't smoke with anybody. Everything's good.
When I keep going back to the jail scenario because I've seen the difference. Like a person that was in a foster home, or a person that was in the army, or a person that might have been in certain situations, they can compare it to maybe life situations. So when I was in the jail system, I've seen so many dudes be the best of their self. Like they're going to culinary arts, they're going to wood shop, they're getting their GED, they're getting a high school diploma, they're going to work, they're doing all this shit for 25 cents a day, 50 cents a day. The most is fucking the fucking kitchen, that's $1 a day. You know what I mean? 50 cents, 75 cents. You're making mostly $30 a month. You know what I mean? If you work in culinary, you work in fucking shoe shop or some shit like that, you probably making $15, $25 a month, and that's a good job. You know what I mean? And they got grounds, you got all these things right now. Boom. You're only doing this because your environment is doing this. If you tell your bunkie right now, fuck school, I ain't going to school right now, guess what your bunkie gonna say? Come on, youngin, you need to get all the education you can get while you in this situation. Don't waste your time. He'll give you all this motherfucking lecture to make you think about what you need to do to be a better person, right? So you got all these dudes. Give you an example. You skinny as hell when you go to jail. All them niggas in there got their weight up. What's the first thing you gonna want to do?
You about to start working out. No, I ain't gonna be
start working out.
Work out.
See what I'm saying? You're gonna start working out. You're gonna go to the nigga that you see working out all the time and like, yo, bro, you mind if I work out with you? And he gonna tell you, bro, you know what I mean? I'll let you work out me, but if you start fucking my work about, you done. I can't work with you no more. Boom. I mean, boom. It's now you meet a workout partner. See, you're only doing this because your environment is doing this. Once you go home, there's nobody working out again, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So what
Like
you gonna do?
you
You
might
gonna
do
try
a
to keep
fucking off, but you ain't gonna be consistent.
You see, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna come home, you're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna try to keep your routine, you're gonna do your 100 push-ups, you're gonna do after 2 or 3 months, you're gonna do, man, that's just a dub. You're gonna be smoking,
Yeah.
you're gonna be,
Yep.
you know why? Your environment is doing. So it lets me know niggas is only good as their environment. So if I see that lets me know, hold on, we gotta change our environment. Because niggas want to be good when they go to jail, but then you got those knucklehead niggas that don't give a fuck, or you got them old head niggas that don't give a fuck. They still bullying, they still terrorizing, they still being aggressive. You got them niggas, but it doesn't override the majority. You know what I mean? It's like 4 or 5 of them compared to the young boys that's trying to do something. They calling their kids more. The young boys writing more letters to the moms, and this nigga calling his sister more. Like the niggas, but you got some young boys that's in there, or older niggas that's still ignorant, but majority people trying to change their life. So those niggas show they got some heart, and just when they go outside, it gets distracted. You know what I mean? So we got to bring that motherfucker back. That's it.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. Oh, fact.
I seen the most dangerous and killers niggas cry in that situation. I seen niggas in that motherfucker cry, man. The motherfucker, they want to see their kids, and motherfuckers didn't know they was doing because know why the drugs went away. When them drugs fade away, motherfucker reality kicks in. And that's when niggas can't handle in that 4x4. That motherfuckers, the walls start talking to you. Start telling you all the fucked up shit you did wrong. So you start replaying all the time you said, fuck these kids.
Hold on, bro, because I'm gonna bring this dog out real quick, so I'll be right back. I'm just gonna mute the mic.
You do your thing. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, this shit is different, man. That's why we trying to tell people, like, yo, man, what we go through only supposed to make you a better person, and not supposed to make you worse, man. People go through shit, it makes them worse sometimes, man. I think you're supposed to learn from it. You're supposed to go through what you go through and realize how it hurt you, and then you're supposed to change that. You're not supposed to keep doing, you know what I mean? Because I see people get hurt and they just end up being hurtful. You see what I'm saying? I never did that. Like I notice when I'm being hurtful. That's why I try to not do it. Like, you see what I'm saying? But people will continue to be hurtful even though when they know they're hurtful. You see what I'm saying? I never try to be no shit like that. Like, that was never my thing, man. You see what I'm saying? But everybody's different. That's why I don't knock everybody. I don't knock people for who they are. You gotta be yourself, man. That's why I tell everybody, be yourself, man. Regardless of what that self is, be it. So I already know what I'm dealing with. Because when a person change, I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes you can fall in love with the change, but you never fell in love with the person. You did. Some people fall in love with the change because they like, oh shit, that person is changing. So they start falling in love with the change. But you gotta realize there's a person behind that. If the change don't always stay like that. The change is maybe because of realization. It could be because of understanding of what you did wrong. But if a person ain't willing to change, then it's just a change. You see what I'm saying? Like, people will change their clothes, but not mean they're gonna change their thought process of clothes. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, just because you change that outfit, not saying the next 4 or 5 days you ain't gonna wear no bullshit. You know what I mean? Just because you change that one time, that's gonna be nothing. That's why you just can't change your clothes. You got to change the perception of clothes to actually see the difference.
Back at it. Man, this dog is so squeaky sounding.
What type of dog you got?
Nah, this I'm at work. That it sounds like a that's an espresso. I forgot what he is. He's some type of doodle though. Let me see. He's he's a straight poodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that shit all day. Let me close the door. Shit. Whew. Man, man, did you hit? I don't know if you into this stuff, but this one hit me just because he kind of influenced me music wise. But the Rich Homie Quan situation,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a little unfortunate. I was like, I don't like that one. That one kind of
It's the
affected me.
drugs, though. It's the drugs, bro. You know what I mean? The drugs.
Yeah, yeah, because they be on that shit down here, and I was like, I don't know how y'all do it. Don't get me wrong, I was on pills at one point, but I wasn't like addicted to it. Like I'll just take it like when I'm outside, getting money and stuff like that. I gotta stay up. I be tired, so I don't know how I'm gonna stay up. Coffee ain't gonna work and a Red Bull ain't gonna work. Gotta, that's what the jig is. But
Yeah, I never
like,
was no. Yeah, I wasn't no pills. I was always a smoker, so I started smoking dust. But you stay up, but you don't remember you up though. Like, nigga, you just zoned out. Like, you don't know what the fuck going on. You don't know if you up or asleep. You don't know if you dead or fucking alive. You just know you just somewhere else. That's it.
yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, so it's a different wave now because we was my mom and shit like that, and people outside never thought I was cute when I was on that shit. Like they used to look at me like man, like oh this nigga man like fiend out type shit, like a young fiend type shit. Like, they didn't think that was cute, you know what I mean? So only ones thought it was cute. It was motherfuckers that
Well, I'm
wasn't
gonna
really
take another dog out
knowledgeable
real
about it.
quick.
Or do you think
Ah,
motherfuckers that was seeing that shit that wasn't really like knowledgeable about it, or the ones that was doing it too. And where I'm from, everybody was smoking dust. Everybody was smoking dust. Everybody was smoking dust. So I was introduced to it because you know what I mean? Your environment, man. Your environment does that shit to you, man. Where's born? That's why I say, man, I seen the difference from environment. Your environment play a big toll on you. I can see myself from being in jail, see yourself being in the hood, I see yourself being out here. I see everything your environment plays a toll on. I swear to God. You know what I mean? That's why I said when them dudes in jail, they're totally different because their environment doesn't allow them to be the same. You know what I mean? And then when you come out here, your environment lets you be anything you want to be. When you go in a place where there's rules and structure and shit like that, you just can't do that shit because you gotta live up to these rules in here. You can't act stupid. They tell you that at the door, like, yo, bro, all that little dumb shit you doing over there, you can't do that over here. And there's some niggas that's gonna try and they're gonna get hung out and fucking dried out. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I seen a nigga work at I seen niggas work at Walmart or whatever shit and go in jail and fucking fold clothes, man. You see what I'm saying? In jail and make more money folding clothes than niggas did on the streets because they had a hustle. It don't matter where you go, it's the hustle in you. So when all your resources taken from you and the only thing you got to survive is off of you, you see what I'm saying? He died because he was going to testify on Young Thug. I mean, that it's possible, but we don't know that for a fact. We don't really know that. You see what I'm saying? We know that he was on drugs. We do know that. We know he was on, and we know a lot of these young guys are dying for drugs, and we don't want to admit that. We keep thinking it's some Illuminati shit. Why don't you just say it's on some fiend shit? These niggas is fiends, man. We love them because they're part of the community. We love the music they make, and they support us just as well as we support them. But in the day, they fiends, man. They out here doing perks, lean. They tell you that shit. They not hiding it. They tell you, yo, man, I was heavy on this shit, and they still doing it. You see what I'm saying? It might not be to the highest extent, but man, them niggas is fiends, man. All these dudes, but you hear right now, only the old dudes, like you listen like some Styles P or something like that. But all these dudes, them young boys like that, they on perks and shit like that. And the thing about it, we give them passes. It's us, man. We give them passes. Them females in the club that think they cute and shit like that, and they on 2 perks, and they pop a perk in front of them, and they be like, girl, I don't care, he's still cute. They don't stop them niggas. Them niggas is still going. Nobody, because they say I got the bag. Money make you. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Money make all problems go away. I swear to God. People say it don't. Like, oh, that shit don't go. Man, listen. I'm not talking about your physical, like your mental problems. If you fucked up, you fucked up. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You see what I'm saying? You got $1 million. If you fucked up, you just fucked up. But there's some motherfuckers that get that bread, man, and you never know their problems because their problems never came with their money. You got people right now that's broke they got problems. So imagine we give them some fucking money, their problems are gonna be bigger. They
Yeah.
can't even deal with the small problems. So you just gave them more problems. You gave them all that fucking money. But you got some people right now that are fucking solution based. They will actually isolate themselves until they find a fucking solution. You got some people that won't even do certain things until they find. So they're not going to make mistakes as much. We're going to make mistakes because we're human, but they can't compare your mistakes to mine. Because your mistakes, like I would have never went to the club. I would have never went there. I would never. It's a lot of things that you did. I would never did. So we are not the same. That did I make mistakes? Yes. But compared to your stupidity to mine, yours way out. Yours definitely outweigh mine. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we go off. So it's some people out there that really, you know what I mean? Like, but that money shit, yo, that money shit, that really take away problem because you can pay for a problem to go away. Word.
Yeah.
Word. You could be a motherfucker. You could be a problem and give somebody some money, and it can be a good way or it can be a bad way. But you can pay to get somebody like, yo, this is a problem. I'm getting rid of this. You can isolate. You can fucking take a plane ticket and go far away. Nobody ever seen you again. You can get that. You can get it, or you can fucking get a hitman or some shit. You see what I'm saying? You could do a lot. You could pay a nigga down the street. You ain't even gotta buy hitmans down the street no more. There's so many niggas poor and doing anything for money. You could charge a nigga 13 years old from Chicago.
Not
you
for
know what I mean?
real.
So it's different. I mean, and you it's so many apps. You don't even know the money. This shit went through Bitcoin. You even see the money transaction went through Bitcoin, and then I got a burner phone. I went through fucking a VPN, and then there's a whole bunch of ways of setting up shit so I don't get caught. Who you think use that shit? People that's smart. People that's smart.
That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but we dumb. We'll text you. Yo, I'm about to shoot this nigga. And then you kill him. Then the cops find your fucking phone or hack it. And then they find the text messages. Come on, man. Them people that use them VPN, man, I'm telling you, that's what they're there for. They can't go against the company. Yo, we need to go to the company, find out. You know how many shit they're going to find? They're going to find government shit. Because everybody use this shit to hide shit. Everybody does. So when you find one thing, you're going to find multiple things. So you just can't look in that database for one because you know you're going to bump into other things. So it's not, they don't recommend that. They can't go to the company. Look, now they can't. Maybe they can ask for something, but just to go into, no, they can't do that because they will be surprised what they find. That's why people uses those things, man, to hide shit. But when you're not smart, you go off your emotion, you wasn't trained, you wasn't taught, you're going to do what you always did. Go off what you think. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's so much easy now to pay because people ain't smart. People ain't smart. They do anything for money. If you tell them up right now, I'll pay you $1 million an hour to eat shit.
They doing that.
Do it. Niggas do it. They'll find a way. They'll put season on it. They'll cook it, fry it. These
niggas, yeah, put frosting on it, whatever.
Man, they'll do anything. They'll try to drink something behind it. Anything. Because know what they think about? Their problems being solved. That's the only thing they think about. So if you can come with a solution base, hey man. And that's why the internet makes so much money. Because there's so many solution based.
Yep.
So many solutions. How do I fix my car? Let me YouTube it. How do I fix this? Let me YouTube it. It's solution based. It stops you from talking to that mechanic down the street, doesn't it? Stops you from talking to him. You don't even know that nigga name.
Yep.
So
that shit is
now
crazy.
when you need him to do some work on your car, now you want to be nice, don't you?
Yep.
Nah, fuck that.
Crazy.
I understand. Because we don't connect with people around us no more. We connect with people, like I said, on social media.
Yeah, that shit is sad because like I don't know how to communicate on social media that well. Like I've done it, but it'd be times where the person is like really into me for whatever reason. But like just a regular conversation with somebody that I don't know is kind of difficult for me because it's like I'm in person, I'm good with that, even though I'm antisocial, but I'll socialize a little bit in person. It's just like computers and text and shit is like I don't really know what to say to you. Like, what you want me to say? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm a person. Like, I don't know how to. I just don't know how to do that shit, man. I ain't had a computer like that growing up.
Yeah, I ain't had no. Yo, when we saw somebody we liked, we had to wait and talk to them.
Yeah,
we had to actually say, "How you doing today?" Hey, yo, where you was going? You mind if I walk with you? Hey, yo, I'm saying, I see you walk there for a couple of days. Like I'm saying, you can just hold a regular conversation. These niggas now, I'm gonna tell you how different it is. Back in the day, if you didn't have no game,
he was nice. They were not messing with you.
W. Now, this nigga ain't even got no game. He just say the right shit. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
He just said the right shit. He caught you at the right time. He said the right shit, and it's over. That's it.
Yeah,
It
he
ain't
just
about
being
no
polite.
game.
Like he just being polite, and they just take that as like,
That's
oh,
it. That's game.
nah. But they ain't seeing no swag from him.
Nothing.
He's just straight up like
Just being nice.
unsticking. Like, yeah, I don't know, man, because I had to spit game growing up, and like
But that was game.
had to
Hey,
be
yo,
in
how
the
you doing?
field,
Hey,
like
your hair is fire. You take little things to her. You know what I mean? Not no more.
yeah, yeah, like it's a little compliment. Then I start joking around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Once they start laughing, and then that's what it is. You know, I take the number, and that's it. And then I'm actually spending time with them though. Like, yeah, I was young, but you know, and I was doing my thing, but at least I was being like polite about it. Like, I'll take you out and stuff like that. We'll have fun and stuff. You know, if you know we get smashing though, but you know, it was more like that. But it was respectful. Of course, you had the disrespectful stuff too, but like the average dude would do it like that though. Like they were smashing like a joint. Like that's it. Like
Man, we wasn't even, you know, we was dry humping, man. We wasn't even fucking.
no, we that too. Yeah,
we was humping, man. We wasn't even.
I was like eight
we was,
to
yeah,
10 years old. Some shit.
hey,
Yeah.
yo, sex wasn't like, all right, look, yo, we knew our place. Boys played with boys, girls played with girls. You had some punk motherfuckers out there. Don't get me wrong, but trust and believe it. We treated them niggas like some punk motherfuckers. You know what I'm telling you? And
Yeah.
I respected them niggas because they held it down. See, that's the difference between gay niggas then and gay niggas now. Gay niggas then really had to fight to be gay. The gay niggas now, the carpet is rolled out for you. Same way, like, yo, it's like, yo, to be a gangbanger, you don't have to get jumped in. You could just buy your way in. So it's a little different. Like, 'cause I don't even know if you're built for gangbanging because you didn't go through the trials and tribulations that show that you're part of it. So even to be gay, how do I know you're really serious about this? Because when they test your shit, are you gonna hold it down?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you really going like, but they don't, I don't know. So back in the day, you really had to prove you are what you are because we tested you with slap boxing, wrestling, one-on-one combats, little shit like that to prove that you had the heart. Now, how do I know if you can fight? You never want to slap box.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You want to laugh and giggle when it's time to do that. Like, nah, nigga. Like,
yeah,
now let's go.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Going?
Yeah.
So what happens when you put your life in the hands of a person you thought? See, this is what I'm saying. People now don't have character. I look. People live in a world right now of change. Everything is about change, but nothing is based off your character. So you can change right now, but because you change so much, I can't trust you.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, you change so much. Like, all right, you know what you get is what you get. I'm not gonna change. I don't have it in me to keep changing because I just don't know why. I just don't. So it's either I'm gonna be loyal or I'm not. I'm either gonna be this or I'm not. I don't know how to. But if a person keeps changing, you can't trust them because they keep changing. You know what I mean? So it's like one minute you blood, next minute you
unpredictable.
unpredictable.
Like everybody has something that they stand on, and if you don't have nothing you stand on, it's like that's scary.
Yeah, fucking right. That scares me.
That means you're capable of doing anything.
Fuck that.
Because even if you change into like, there'll be like a limit. But if you just constantly different all the time, it's like, nah, man, something's wrong. I don't know what it is, but I'm leaving that alone. I'm a little nervous about that one.
That's what I said. Going back and forth with yourself, man. You can't keep doing that, man. You can't keep, because I do that shit a lot to myself, but I keep changing my goals in my head, but it causes confusion, and I don't like that. Like, I'm not that type of nigga. Like,
but you see, with you, though, it's still in the same realm.
Yeah,
it's different if there's never the same realm with the person, but they dive into so much realms, like they're like in 600 realms.
Yeah.
you can't keep track of all of that, and nobody else can either. So we just gonna label it a mental disorder at that point. Cause like we can't keep up with you. There's something wrong. Like you're not. You just keep creating and not finishing. Like you're not standing on anything. You just floating around. You might be trying to figure it out. That's cool. That's something that young people do. But like if you're like 40 years old or even in your 30s and you floating around like that, that's kind of that's scary a little bit.
That's
Like,
that's why I don't like that, and that's what I was saying earlier, bro. When motherfuckers have this thing in their head, because I'm not speaking on. I'm speaking on. That's why I like to speak on myself, and then anybody can relate, can feel it. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
We had this mentality in our head, like we was 19, 20, like, yo, I got so much potential, I got so much all this shit. I'll never be like them niggas. I'll never be like them niggas. I'll never be like them niggas. I'm gonna be probably this, or dead. That's it. Like I ain't got these many choices. I'm gonna be this or dead. We didn't have that much. We didn't have that much influence because it wasn't so much content creators and social media. So when I was 19, I wasn't thinking about being no fucking content creator. I wasn't thinking about being no. So I was thinking about either I'm gonna get money, however I get it, or I'm gonna die trying to get this motherfucker. That's it. I don't have no other. Now the doorways have been open for so many other opportunities, but sometimes that can cause distractions too.
yes,
I didn't have like you're taking me out of this mindset and then expecting me to adjust on a mindset that's not even in my mindset.
right. Which
You
is
see,
hard. Like that's not easy. It's like you got to figure it out, but it's like, what is the point of me figuring it out? Like, why, why do I have to do this again? Like, why can't we just like be cool, and not force certain shit? That's the way I be seeing it. Like, for instance, like my roommate, she's into politics, and I truly don't. I used to be into politics, like when I first got onto YouTube, but I hate that shit now. So I don't want to hear that shit. And she talk about Kamala Harris, and then I just get upset, and I'm like, yo, like I don't want to talk about that, man. Like you just gonna make me start going ham about stuff that I don't even care about, but I'm getting emotional about. It don't make no sense. Just keep that shit away. Forcing something like that's forcing something that you don't. That's not part of your perceptions in life no more. Like basically what you
you
think.
see something that's not even in your vision.
Yeah, it's like I don't care about that.
Yeah. If those debates be kind of, what's funny about those things? I
What
like that.
debate?
I don't like the debates. I like
Oh.
Psychology, bro. When I go to, because I go to school for psychology. Well, I don't go to school for psychology. I have a psychology class. But when you really look at it, bro. All right, look. Some people, I have it. I just don't use it. I can manipulate like a motherfucker, and only way I can manipulate because it's so easy to read a person. If you know what I mean, like it's not like I'm manipulating because that's my intention. Like I don't come in the building like, oh, I'm about to manipulate everybody in the room. I just come in the room and I see certain things and I'm like, oh, this is easy money. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not even. This could
I
be. It could be
mean,
like,
if
you know
you
what I
if
mean?
you think about a conversation, point blank period is manipulation because it either y'all like agree to like create this idea, like the reality is y'all just exchanging words. There's really no moral concepts to it, except there is no moral concept to it. It's just a frequency. The frequencies match, and that's it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
fact.
saying? So it's gonna be love, but people overthink it because that's what man does, right? So now you got this whole situation where it's labeled like, oh, you're this class of a person or whatever the case is or whatever, but none of that really matters. It really does not matter. It's just the whole point that y'all able to coexist peacefully. That's the only thing that matters,
That's a fact.
and not even morally speaking, it's just for the nature, like, to keep the balance on earth. Like, you're gonna have the bad people too, but you can communicate with somebody, it go bad, and y'all just not on the same time. That's not necessarily, it's bad, but bad is not always how people perceive it to be. It's just no,
You
that's
learn
the
from it.
role. Once again, it's bad for you, but that doesn't mean that the person is bad. It's just it might trigger you. You know what I'm saying? So that is bad for you. It's unhealthy, but that might not be unhealthy to somebody else. So like you can't just fully like measure something like on that type of level, like morally speaking.
Yeah, you can't get mad at the person for being themselves.
Yeah, you just gotta let them. You can't measure them. When you measure them, you just remove humility from the situation. Man is not meant to be measured, but that's why there's so much ego now because we place a measurement system based off of whatever finances, whatever the case is, intelligence. You know, if you're nice at basketball, whatever it is, like we measure people through whatever their you know skills and abilities are really, or even character.
See, this just give you an example. And I thought about this when I was, you know what I mean? I just came to me when you was talking.
Mm-hmm.
They say we're human, right?
Yeah,
What is hue?
it's like a color.
And what is
Right.
man, right? Man. So what does it mean? Colored
Oh
man.
shit! Yeah. Oh, I ain't think about that one.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when I even like growing up young, because it shows you hue. Hue can be a color of anything. Hue, color of a brown, hue is a color. Hue is just a color. And then they say we're hue man. So color, different color, man.
Yeah.
So when like, but this is the thing, you never heard of a hue woman.
Right. You don't.
So it's just like these words are put in place for so many reasons. But if you don't even, this is why I say people, when you talk about the trees or you talking about the people, the person that got stabbed, and I told you again, people do not care, bro, because
They don't.
intelligence just doesn't come with one thing, bro. Intelligence come with everything. You can't stop. When I look at this cup, I think about not only like why is it made this way? Like, was it a 3D printer? Is it silicone? Is it plastic? What it do to my body if I drink it? How much water? How long does water got to stay in the cup before it becomes poison? How long does water? Like I don't just I can't. So everything allows. I just think, and I've been like that since a child. When my mom gave me games and toys, I broke them because I wanted to see how things work. That's it. I didn't care about the toy. I didn't care about me getting punished. Only thing I cared about is how does this thing work? I can't see it from the outside. I have to go inside it to look at it. I do the same thing with people. I don't look at the inside. I mean the outside. Fuck the outside. I have to really
Yeah.
look. I look at the inside about asking certain things. That's it. That's how you learn people.
Yep.
How you feel about Trump and certain things. The way they respond lets me know the type of person they are. That's it.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I don't even have to I don't have to ask nothing else. So I learned that from just really learning people. I didn't just talk to people. I learned from
You,
them.
you
Like
you know where I learned that at, and I'm not going to even say it's unfortunate because prison is a pretty good school. I'm not going to hold you, but yeah, I had to learn that in there because you have no choice.
yeah.
You really got to pay attention because things be going like when things go left a couple of times. Yeah, you're not involved in it, but you see things go left. You're like, oh no, this is kind of damn. I got to be on point for real. This isn't no game. Like I got to really I might have to fight for my life because something might happen. I don't know. So you got to start learning how to read people, the body language, the atmosphere, because nothing is going to be said.
Nothing.
Nothing's
Nothing.
going to be said. It just pops off.
It just goes, and you could be part of it if you're not on point. I watch everything. That's why when a person walk in the room, I'm watching their tattoos. I'm watching their colors.
Mhm.
This motherfucker can be white. I'm watching to see if he got a swastika symbol on him. I'm watching to see if he's a
Mhm.
skinhead. I'm watching to see if he got 88 on him. I want everything. He can have he can be dressed as a regular construction worker. He can have his hair out. That could be his past. It could be something, but that lets me know just a little bit. I can play off that. Just I can use that right there, and I can say right now, I can see that tattoo and be like, "Yo, what's up, bro? 88." That's it.
Yeah.
And way he responds to that, that's what I just go off. That's it. That lets me know everything. He can laugh. He can give me a story. He can tell me he can give me whatever he wants, and that's what I'm going off. What choice are you about to make when I say this? That's it. That's
Yep.
it. You have all the choices how you going to deliver this message to me. How are you going to do it? Because that's going to let me know your character.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
a fact.
That's it. So when I tell people how you feel about Trump and Harris, the way they body language respond, the way their hands move, the way their eyes move, the way they everything. I'm looking at. I'm not gonna roll my eyes around while you're doing it, but these two eyes is watching your whole body, and you never know. I'm not even gonna let you know. I'm gonna make a smirk like I don't care, but my brain It's processing everything. Because when I was told, you never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. You never let people know how you're thinking because they can move off that. Your job is to let the person know how they're thinking because you
Yeah.
are the leader. If
Yeah,
you got
because if
followers,
they have a motive,
gotcha.
and you're not showing them anything to go off of, it's kind of hard for them to lie
Yes,
to get what they want. Because if they got a motive, they're not going off of anything that's like solid, most of the time.
it's all mine, bro. It's all fucking mine. And it's like, yo, how don't you? This shit is easy. I swear to God, it's not hard. I
It's
can
not.
watch how you dress. I can watch you dress. I can watch you dress every day and tell how you are. Just watching. I can listen to a person's music. It tells you everything. Listen to their music. When a person gets in your car and they play music, just listen. That's all.
Yeah,
Let you know a lot. I'm telling you. I'm
they
telling
do.
you. Everything. What they do, what they say, how they move. And if you're an observer, you can't help it. I can't help it. Soon as I can watch a white boy, when he pulled up, he was playing Justin Timberlake. But when I got in the car, he put on Moneybag Yo. So I already knew in my mind he's doing it to be cool.
Yeah.
See, I was on point. Some people like I wasn't even thinking. See, that's why I'm thinking about it all. I'm thinking about why is he doing this? What's his purpose? Is he trying to get cool with us? Why he trying to get too cool with us? Like everything. I'm not gonna let you know I'm thinking this way though. I'm gonna let you know I'm dumb as hell. Yo, bro, I see this is my shit right here you playing. Yo, I love this song, bro. My whole team, I'm souping him up. The more I get you comfortable, the more comfortable you're gonna be with me. So that's my
Yeah,
job.
that's why I don't, that's it's crazy that you say that. That's one of the reasons why I go more for like indie artists, and I'll play them in places where it's like people's more mainstream, right? Like for instance, Wiz Khalifa, right? Back in the day, I've been listening to Wiz for a minute, and I used to play him, and then people was not feeling him, and I'm talking about this is like 3-4 years before Black and Yellow, probably even 5 years. And when Black and Yellow dropped. It was just like, yo, I told niggas about him, and then they just acting like they didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, yo, I've been push out on to that dude, man. I push out on a lot of people, shit. But
Niggas
yeah,
only care about when everybody else do it.
yeah, yeah. They just care about the popular shit, like, cause at that time the stoner music wasn't popular. I was into all of that. I was listening to Schoolboy Q. I put people on to him,
That was my
Kendrick.
shit
Yeah, this was like before
6 years
all
ago.
these, yeah, like, but yeah, as soon as everybody else was on it, like they started booming, and they're like, yeah, blah blah blah, and it was like, oh, come on, y'all niggas is crazy. Yeah, just because y'all never heard it before, y'all don't want to deal with it. That's what it is, and it's sad because that shows a lot about a person,
I'm telling you,
how
man.
they receive things. Like, if you're not just open minded, because if anybody shows me anything, it could be Spanish music, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm
Yeah, I'm
not
open
gonna
minded to
base it
everything.
off of, yeah, like I'm just gonna keep like. If I like the sound, that's what I like. I listen to metal, so like I listen to anything that I feel like I'm not judging it where it came from. No, like what are they talking about? Can I get some type of energy from this? Yes, I can. All right, cool. So all right, I'm listening to this. This is my shit.
Shit, I listen to opera music, man. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't fuck about it. Like I
Hey
enjoy
yo,
like,
hey yo, bro. I'm
I
about to
can
go though.
enjoy
'Cause
life.
hey yo, bro, I'm about to go because it's about to be 7:30 and I gotta get ready for
Oh,
do this schoolwork and shit like that. Cause I gotta do this fucking schoolwork for this psychology bullshit in this computer class.
all
So
right.
I appreciate you for coming, bro. Word is bomb, man. It's always a blessing for you to come through, man. That's why we putting that line out there for dudes that you're born, man. 'Cause I love building with people, man. Word, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I missed the last two. I had to catch it this time. I'm like, yo, I kept freaking getting caught up.
Yeah, but we're gonna do this every day. Only day we off is on Sundays, but like I put down there on Saturdays and Fridays and Saturdays, we're gonna do from 6 to 8, and then on
Oh,
Monday through Thursday, we're gonna try to do 5 to 7s. You know what I mean?
okay. All right. I'm with that.
So peace and blessings, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Word, man. I'm gonna get to this work, man. You know
All
what I
right. Peace
mean?
and blessings, bro. Yeah. I get to that work, man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
All right, big bro.
All right, bro.